Hi, and welcome to your variables on both sides quick preview. Please feel free to pause the video at any time to write down information. You are not required to copy down your algebra tiles. We're just showing them to you just to remind you what algebra steps we are doing. Don't worry if you're not sure everything that we went over, because we will talk about this in class tomorrow. So let's start with the problem 8p plus 4 equals 6p plus 10. This problem, as we notice, has a variable or p on the left and the variable p on the right side. If we want to look at this in terms of algebra tiles, we would have 6x's or p's with 4 positives is equal to, or 8p's plus 4 singles is equal to 6p's plus 10 singles. We first want to move all of the unknowns to the same side. So in algebra steps, it means we can take the 6p's from the right and move them to the left side. This 6p is positive. The opposite of positive is subtraction, so we can subtract 6p's on both sides. Here's what it looks like in picture form. We have placed 6 negative p's on the right side and 6 negative p's on the left side. When we do that, we notice that they all change to 0 pairs. We clearly see that 2p's plus 4 has the same value of 10 on the other side. This reminds us of a two-step equation. We want to put 4 negatives on the left and the right to make 0 pairs. And as we cancel those out, we can see that we're left with 2p's, or we can think about them as x's, is equal to 6 positives. The opposite of multiplication is division. And we notice that as we lay our tiles on their sides and we share the 6 pieces from the top, each p or x gets 3 tiles. Let's try another one without tiles. We have 7p plus 4 is equal to 7p plus 9 minus 5. We should notice over here on the right hand side that we have some like terms. 9 minus 5 is the same as 4. So once we subtract the 7p on the right and we move it to the left, those 7p's actually cancel out to be 0 pairs, and we can be left with 4 equals 4. Now, don't worry, since 4 equals 4, we're going to discuss this more in class because we've never seen an answer like this before. But just be thinking about what it might mean. 2x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 15. We first want to get all the x's, or the unknowns, on the same side. I want to start by moving the 2x's from the left to the right side. I subtract 2x on the left and 2x on the right. These 2x's on the left become 0 pairs, and the only thing I'm left with on the left-hand side is 5. And on the right-hand side, 6x's minus 2x's leaves me with 4. Now this looks like a two-step equation that we've been solving. I want to move the negative 15 to the other side with a positive 15. I do it to both sides, and now I'm left with 20 on the left is equal to 4x's on the right. The opposite of multiplication is division, so the value of x is just 5. Now take the time now to pause your video and see if you remember how to check your solution. We'll figure out your check, and we'll check your check in class tomorrow. Here we have 6x minus 4 is equal to 3x minus 13. I want to move these 3x's from the right to the left-hand side. Or actually, I could start with my negative 4. I want to move the negative 4 on the left to the right side, so I simply add 4 to both sides. I'm left with 6x is equal to 3x minus 9. Now I can move the 3x to the other side by subtracting. The 3x minus 3x does simplify to a 0 pair, and 6x minus 3 is 3x. I'm left with negative 9 on the right. This is multiplication of 3 and the x, so the opposite of that is division. X is equal to negative 3. Again, check your solution and see what happens. Now, please remember that this was a quick, and I do stress quick preview, but bring the notes you took to class with you and questions you might have. Again, we will go through many examples together as a class tomorrow.